We are during holidays right now. Whatever you celebrate during these times, usually Christmas times is quite complicated, especially for day trading. Well, in this short video, I want to answer the question whether you should trade during Christmas holidays, yes or no. So let's talk about it. All right, one of the things that we need to understand when we actually trade during holidays is the fact that what happens to the markets. So that you have an idea as to what happens to the markets. Markets usually don't have a continuous trending during the holiday time. I trade indices, for those of you who don't know, I trade indices, and pretty much what we try to do when we trade indices is try to determine what's going to be the fast movement when the near market opens, right? And especially during these holidays, we're actually looking at particularly a year where we had an all-time high, especially on NASDAQ, right? You could think that all of the pricing is going to go down because that's like the behavior of the market. But if we actually go to the beginning of the month, we can take a look right now. This is December 1st. We had a jump on the first trade. On December 2nd, we had a new jump. We had a stable jump right here and then a drop. This was a losing day, then a jump, then a drop, then a jump. And although this happens like during the entire year, in December, we tend to look a lot of fake outs. And that's the biggest problem, the fake outs. Why? Because when the market actually fakes out, usually it actually opens our trades or our setups and then it starts to retract. So what's the deal here? You end up losing the position because you thought it was going to be in that direction and ends up going onto an opposite direction. If we go to the previous days right here using the 50-minute candlesticks, we're going to have a better idea. Like this one, for instance, you see it's a huge breakout going up and then boom, it retracted. It didn't retract into this resistance, it retracted above. So it's a fake out. And then it actually went down and you could say, okay, this is a nice support. Once it gets broken, then there's going to be a good sell position. But guess what? It got broken, but then it retracted. So in the end, this is usually what happens during holidays. Nevertheless, I want you to see my results so far during December. Why? Because I want you to fully understand that even though December overall is a tough month, it doesn't mean that you're not able to trade at all. So we're going to start with December 1st. And as you can see, on December 1st, we have a 5-to-1 straight. We started the month so good with US 30. I'm just going to focus on US 30. NASDAQ gets pretty similar results. On December 2nd, we had a huge drop, almost to 2-to-1, but it retracted on this support level and then retracted back. We as a group, where you guys trade live with me, basically we close profits at 101 and then move our stop loss to break even. So in this case, we didn't lose any money. We made some money, probably not 5-to-1, but we ended up making some money. December 3rd, I told him not to trade and I did not trade myself. And then we're looking at December 4th. On December 4th, we had a fake out right here, so it's a loss, and we had a new 1-to-1 right here, but then it retracted. So this, I couldn't close it myself. It was too fast, but I ended up losing my trade. But the majority of people ended up pretty much breaking even. So we're good, right? We're 5-to-1 and another 1-to-1, that's 6. Then let's say December 5th on Friday, we had a straight 5-to-1 on that trade. Amazing day. Then next week, we had another 5-to-1 right here on this sell. Then December 9th, we had another 5-to-1 on this buy. On December the 10th, we had another 5-to-1 on this buy. December 11th, we had another 5-to-1 on this trade. This was a pretty fun day. Then let's see, December 12th, we hit our first loss. Let's call it loss, but it hit a 1-to-1 and then retracted. So I got break even on this one. And then we had this loss right here. It activated and then boom, it retracted back up. So we ended up losing the trade. So a losing trade out of like 7 winning trades of 5-to-1. That's just, you can afford that. Then on December 15th, this Monday, today days ago, we had another 5-to-1 right here. On December the 16th, which was yesterday, I didn't activate this trade. It was only this one, and he hit a 2-to-1. I closed everything at 2-to-1. And if we look at today, we hit a 1-to-1 and then retracted. So I actually, this trade right here, I closed my profit somewhere around here. Not a big deal, but I end up losing money. The sell, it was not applicable because the sales, the signals or the trades after 9 a.m., I don't place them. I tell them not to close them. And yeah, this is how we're doing so far. As a matter of fact, I think yesterday I actually posted this. Let me see, where is it that I posted it? I posted it in my free Telegram channel, if I'm not mistaken. How the results were. Yeah, I don't have it right here in front of me. All right, but pretty much we were like around 31 or 35 on risk reward ratio, which pretty much means that we've been hitting a lot of positive numbers against very little negative numbers. So far, this is what's been happening in December. This is the trade on NASDAQ today. If you trade, this is what you need to do. Number one, if you're trading with a prop firm with a funded account, I would suggest you to lower your traded amount to 0.25% per trade. Why? Because you're going to be emotional, okay? Usually when you trade with a funded account, it means that you're pretty much a beginner. So you are going to be stressed out. Number two thing, if you're trading with a real account, then I would still lower half of what you usually trade with. Let's say if you trade with 5%, lower it to 2.5%. And number two thing that I would recommend you to do is to trade along with an expert. And in this case, I want to give you an invitation to the BLW Signals Group. The BLW Signals Group is basically where I personally trade. Now, if you're not familiar with it, basically, once you actually join blwsignalsgroup.com, you will get access to an actual group right here, as you can see, where I send my setups, like right here. And then I actually have a Zoom call in order to stream with you so that you know exactly what is it that I'm doing. Here is the actual webinar. You won't be able to see it entirely because my screen is wide. But here is exactly where we do trade all like live. I recommend you that if you're going to be trading during these holidays, you make sure that you actually follow an expert like myself or anybody else that you want to choose, but trade with a community so that you're not just trading alone. If you want to trade live with me, then I recommend you to go to blwsignalsgroup.com. Doesn't matter if it's not holidays at the time that you're watching this video, and join me for $29.99 a month. You could trade even during holidays. So hopefully I can see you there. Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. And if you did, go ahead and smash the like button as usual to support this YouTube channel. And more importantly, if you have any questions, comments to share, you can always use the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer those comments as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.